Ever since Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D was announced, fans have wondered if Capcom could pull off making it feel like a full release. The Mercenaries has been a long-standing minigame in the Resident Evil franchise, and was perfected in Resident Evil 4 and 5. The gist is that you need to kill zombies fast to earn as many points as you can in the time allowed. Now it's a full release for the 3DS, and the question remains, is there truly enough additional content to make this formerly free minigame worth the $40 price tag? Turns out, the answer is no. The biggest problem with Mercenaries is not the gameplay itself, but the lackluster presentation. The menus are bare bones and unimpressive, and it's quite annoying that you have to open a separate menu to move on to the next mission. The game really should just do it for you. While the graphics are great, the game suffers from severe frame rate issues, whether or not the 3D is turned on. Also, enemies will sometimes disappear and reappear in the middle of a mission. All of this makes it feel like a cash-in that was pushed out a little too soon. It's also a bit surprising how little was done to make this feel like a full game instead of a slightly expanded minigame. There's no supplementary story mode, only 6 levels of several missions to complete and replay. There are also only 8 characters to choose from, each with only 1 alternate costume. And sorry Resident Evil 4 fans, but Leon S. Kennedy is not playable, despite several areas from RE4 being included. Given how paltry of an offering Mercenaries already is, more characters and costumes would have been much appreciated. Of course, this is still Mercenaries, so the gameplay is where it really shines. As many problems as I have with the presentation, the actual game is quite addictive. Despite my initial concerns, using the 3DS circle pad to move and aim works perfectly and feels really good. Mercenaries also marks the first time you can move while shooting in a Resident Evil game. Unfortunately, since you can't aim while strafing, I didn't really use that feature much. It's much easier to just stop and line up headshots. Mercenaries also has abilities that can be unlocked and equipped, such as improving machine gun handling or resistance against instant kills. Some of the missions also allow you to play alongside a friend via local or online, though it's a shame all players are required to have a cartridge to participate. While these additions are cool, they just don't add enough to the experience to make it worthy of being a full-priced game. At its core, Mercenaries is a ton of fun, but between persistent frame rate issues and very little extra content, I can't help but feel like it should have been included in the upcoming Resident Evil Revelations as a free minigame. That's what the game was designed to be, and while you'll certainly have fun capping zombies and besting your high scores, Capcom didn't try nearly hard enough to make this a valid full release. For more on Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D, head on over to IGN.com.